kill the sound on this. Kill the sound on this. What's up, Jax? What's up, Sean? Robert Hennessy. Yeah, Jaden's Tree. I like that video. I like that guy. If I'm not staring directly at you guys, it's because I'm looking past you to the comments. Hillbilly, yo! We got a couple of things to give away today.
You know what we have to do too is some of those big stickers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would be cool. How are we going to ship those?
Oh, not the huge ones.
Oh.
Do you have any more of the...
These hats come with the brim flat, you know, gangsta. But I ain't no gangsta. So, I always go for the cowboy bend. We got some of these. They're kind of, you know, larger than normal. Larger than the helmet stickers we usually give out. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So we got 2 of these to give away. And we got 3 beer steins. And Joe is picking the timestamps.
Oh, you just added stuff though.
I just added 2 more,
I
so.
can figure out some more. No peeking.
So,
what do we have then? 5?
we got 5.
6. You give me a hat?
Oh, I broke this Damien's saw. Oh no. How did that happen? Oh no. This is that little chainsaw that Damien carved me when he was still wanting to be a tree guy, wanting to be a tree climber, but he was all, would you be interested in buying this? I'm all, yeah, man. Gotta support a guy that'll intricately carve a little saw. And then later, some things happened, and I was like, I need somebody. Who could I call to come to work? And I thought, well, that guy, I bet you could develop. And that's how Damien got hired. So, where did... Oh, I gotta clean this office and find the handle. I cannot believe I broke the handle off. I think I just did that. Alright, this is a bad time to be unorganized, but this is me on live. This is reality.
So we have 5 things or 6? Are you giving me the hat?
Oh, no.
Okay, so we got 5.
We don't have a lot of these, but if you want one, you can get one off the website. So, I'm assuming that a 200. No, it's not a 200. This is some kind of...
460.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'll bet it was an 044, because that's what Damien had. That was
The Grayback guys are
440.
slinging the 440s.
Yep.
What's up, Mark? How can I buy a green equation shirt? We don't have any of these.
We have some of these.
Yeah. Should I give him the shirt off my back? What size are you? What size? Oh, he's watching the octopus video. Okay. What size green shirt? You have one and I have one, I think.
Yep. Probably medium and large.
Large. Well, wait a minute, John. We wasn't talking to you. Oh, we were. That was Stedman. Well, I guess you can come get it. You know where to go. Daniel Navarro in the comments there. See the airplane and the chicken?
I can't see from here. But
He just sent 2 roosters in the mail to monkeybeaver.com. Real roosters, like live ones in the mail. So appreciate that. That's going to be cool because I got 15 hens. And we want to make some chickens. And I hear it takes 2. I got another thing. Oh, do you got the timestamps?
I got 5 of them.
This is going to be a half-hour long video.
Should probably, like 25 minutes, start doing this, right? So comments before 25.
Yeah, there's no comments after the 25-minute mark that will win anything. So y'all can just quiet down at 25 minutes. Just kidding. But truly. So the timestamps fall between
0 and 25.
Oh, somebody super chatted. Who was that? Brian Floyd.
Do we need another one?
Another one what?
Time thing. Did
What?
you say you had something else to give away?
No, I only
You just
got
said that.
5 things here. I did?
Yeah.
No, I was going to talk about this box
Oh.
I got in the mail.
I wonder who it's to.
I think it's to me. And it came from Canada. So we're going to have a little unboxing. How'd you guys like the octopus video? Anybody seen it yet? I personally have a hard time sitting through it because I already sat through it on the live. I had my gloves on. It's a hat. There's no note. Trees and Beyond. Services de Abre.
There's no return address either, but there's a Pat something there.
Pat. I'm going to say Kref, maybe? Seems like that's a name I've seen before. Are you on here? Did you send me this hat? This isn't some kind of plot to send the anthrax or something, is it? No return address. Thanks for the hat, Pat. Going to watch the vid with dinner. Yeah, that's a long video and I still got the whole other half. I would fall asleep making that video because it's just like trying to remember. Like we had 2 cameras and for a while one of them got left way up in the canopy and it kind of confused me. Like I couldn't find out, you know, I couldn't link up the 2 views for a while. It took some figuring. Finally got it. Surprised it didn't have hundreds of packing peanuts in it. Well, I'm surprised it was in such a big box. Made for this, American Tree Man, guy catches tree is your 3rd favorite video. Come on, that's not even my video. That's just something something I found that was so funny. Howdy Snowman, Saw Surgeon, Matty Cayenne, Daniel Powell, Chris Liggett. I still haven't sent the camera, but I'm going to. I'm pretty sure you're the guy. Are you the guy I said I would send the camera to? I'll go get it. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so what did he say? Did he say? Oh, you still haven't sent me the address? Are you the guy? Yes. Okay. Joel Cray, how you doing?
Don't we owe somebody a t-shirt too?
Yeah, we owe somebody a t-shirt. It was
Isn't it him?
no, it wasn't him.
Oh.
They thought it was, and the moderators did, but they was mistaken. So this is the session 5. This is what I've shot a lot of my, probably the last 2 years of videos with, is these little guys. They're so cool because you can, they're square, so you can mount them different ways. Like if your mount has to be like this, you can just turn the camera in the case. Then you got to remember that it's turned later when you pick it up and you start talking to it all sideways. But what's awesome about these cameras is they have really good sound, and that's why I haven't upgraded to newer cameras until just recently, because it wasn't until Hero 8 that they finally started getting sound that achieved what their old stuff would do. So Chris was saying, I wish I had a camera, and so I was like, well, I got one. So we're going to send that to him. And we're going to give away 3 of these today. These things, we got them to sell, but the shipping costs so much on them that it makes it stupid to buy, so we're just give them away. And a couple of these big stickers we'll give away. By the way, when people get these stickers, they always want to mount them like this so that the letters are straight up and down. But the image was made to be like this. See? He was always meant to be a little sideways. You know what I mean? So when they put him like this, they kind of put him a lot sideways, really. Like he's really got an angle on that dangle, right? But
I'm getting like some feedback in here. Do you hear that?
he was meant to be like that. Yeah, I hear some feedback. Do you guys hear that? I don't know what to do about it. No, it's the vacuum cleaner. The kids are cleaning out the van.
Oh, I thought it was because you had your phone so close to the computer that it was
No.
or something.
No,
It sounded like
no,
it.
that's a shop vac out there. Roger was the guy, I think, that got the t-shirt. We still haven't shipped it, but we will. And Roger, I think, emailed me with some questions, but I haven't gotten. It's been a little bit busy with the.
Yeah, it's been busy.
Isn't that weird? That we're busy. Not really doing a lot of tree work, but. Jack from North Carolina, I've had your harness for over a year now and looking forward to getting your suspenders soon. First time on your live chat. Love your vids. Thank you, sir. The humming stopped. Glad you like the harness. You can see in the last video, I am using them suspenders, and Joe is the mastermind behind the suspenders. Just so credit is given where credit is due. But the suspenders, somebody emailed me a while back or commented a while back and said that as you get older and things change, you just have what he called the new normal. and you just have to accept that you're doing things different now. And so I always hated suspenders, but now you can see in that last video, I mean, now I love them because I needed a little extra. I needed to share the load of gear and stuff by putting some of it on my shoulders. So you'll see in my last video that the suspenders are a really good matchup for the saddle. I like your videos, my friends. Montesinos. I wish I knew how to pronounce that better. Social distance with Joe.
We're stuck.
We do actually adhere to that stuff as much as possible, but me and Joe work together every day.
Like we meet here, so I guess it kind of cancels it out. But
well, we're a small group.
Yeah.
They still allow small groups, so.
Yeah, like the new tribe is split up. All of the new tribe employees are working from home. They all have machines at home. They're working at home, and I work from home most of the time. We meet up for an hour a day and take care of stuff or whatever, but that's all that's happening, so we kind of have to.
Oscar says that my belt is like a Cadillac. Well, that's what Trevor says. That's what he says. But then he is now wearing a different one, right?
Yeah.
He has a deal with Weaver. I don't think it's like he now hates this and loves that. I think it's more that he has a deal with Weaver. Mr. Hunnicky is in the crowd. Say hi to Mr. Hunnicky, Mr. Grandpa Hunnicky, Mike Hunnicky.
Oh, he's spying from the other room.
Oh, yeah. Man, that's so cool. He's got his social distance on perfect from the other room. Let's keep it safe. So we're thinking about giving a saddle away at some point. I need to update to one of your belts. Well, do it, Chris. You're getting a free camera, my goodness. Just do it. Unless you can't. And then don't do it. Missy Snowman, hi Mike. Brian Floyd. Hi Mike. By the way, we're giving stuff away here. The timestamps are ticking on down.
Yeah, probably already passed a few.
Evan Hooten, I have an old Weaver and I hate it. I love my Monkey Beaver. I had some old Weavers. Used them for years and years. Actually, threadbare wore them out. Very low back support back then. That's probably why I need suspenders now. Yeah, we'll give away an MB saddle. We'll do that. Not today though. We were thinking about doing a really shady way of giving it away. A real marketing type method where
Yeah.
where we do it just like this, but it's a super chat. Or Joe had an idea. Whatever the super chat adds up to, that's how much one person gets in merchandise. Just something to think about. We're not actually doing that stuff, so don't be jumping on that yet, but we're just talking. I miss seeing the green truck. Glad it stayed in the family. Yes, Jax. It stayed in the family. It's kind of funny, too. It's an old truck, and me and Joe were driving around one day, and we saw it parked.
Yeah, we were looking at a job.
Yeah.
And it was in the parking lot.
Yeah, and it was broke.
Yeah.
That's why it was there. I know because I got a call from a guy saying, hey, is this your truck parked over here? It was like parked in a place where they couldn't where you couldn't park it. So it's his thing now. It's a beautiful truck. It has a lot going for it. It came with a winch, the air compressor bumper, came with a bed slide, came with a style and paint job, came with a good interior, kind of a weak motor. Brian Floyd, thumbs up, everyone. Brian is paying you.
Yeah.
Paying me for your thumbs up. That's pretty funny. Thanks, Brian. Can see why the vid title is Octopus. Yes. Plugged fuel filter? No, the timing. The timing is screwed up. It needs a new timing chain. So it would like get in this place where it wouldn't start, you know, and then all of a sudden it would, and it wasn't really the battery. But I drove the truck for years, and so I kind of know what's up with it. But my son, doesn't. He's got to learn how to properly love and care for that thing. I told him he could sell it. I wanted him to have it without, you know, some burden of feeling like I have to keep this forever, because he's different, you know. He hasn't ever collected old classic stuff. He likes them like Fast and Furious type loud tailpipe cars and stuff. So I thought, hey man, if it gets you further down the road of one of them Fast and Furious loud tailpipe cars, then that'd be okay too. I wasn't trying to.
Coming up on 25.
Yeah, 22 minutes.
22 minutes.
Horatio Martinez, what's up? TimberTech Tree, ROW, climbing in the Smoky Mountains, western North Carolina. Oh, by the way, I have to say hi to the Michigan guys. Stephen Odell in Upper Peninsula.
That sounds right.
Does that sound like a place in Michigan?
It is.
Okay. Yeah.
Like an area.
Talked to him today. He was buying a bunch of stuff. Bunch of tree guy stuff. Get fitted for a harness in person? I don't know. Depends.
How far away are you?
Yeah, depends on the day, the time, and the, you know, synchronizing of all the watches. Raining in Australia. How's it going over in USA? It's beautiful. Would you like to see out the window? See the mountains in the distance? Super nice day here. Super nice day. Got some fun video content for you guys coming up soon. Got the rest of the octopus tree. Got a job I speedlined real quick on Joey's birthday. Not this Joe, little Joe. Kind of jammed it in there. My wife wasn't really thrilled that I was going to work, so I kind of got it done quick and went home. And then yesterday's crane job, that'll make a video. And then we'll do the lives here for another 15 days or something like that. It's a real nice place. We're called Yoopers up here in the UP of Michigan. So Thomas Hendrickson's up there. Upper Peninsula. Okay, got it. Newburgh. Treediculous? Are you in Newburgh? I see you all the time. I drive through Malala because my wife is from over there in Colton. So yeah, I go to your area. Saginaw, Michigan. Todd Wallace. Roger says forever, but that must be in regard to a different comment. Morit Molina, whose name I believe is Mark. I'm going to buy 2 mediums to smalls with extra suspenders, and I'm an SRT IT guy, and I'd like to train some people. Sounds good to me. Mark, I believe, is his name. Mark has had the harness since long before we took, like we made it, and then all the vendors had it. Tree Stuff, Cheryl, Wesper, everybody like that. But it wasn't working out very good for us. So we took it over and we started monkeybeaver.com, and now we're the only ones who sell it. But I think Mark had it when it very first came out, if I'm right, if I'm not mistaken about that. Mike would drive down from where? Anybody who buys a harness and it doesn't fit right, they get to send it back, and we'll send them the right size. Jeff Schroeder. Joel Cray, it's a Benchmade. It's a micarta handle Benchmade knife. When I met my wife, she worked at the Benchmade factory. Mark says some funny stuff. He might be a youper, but I am a true troll. I live in Flint, Michigan. You got to remember me. I'm the Bionic Monkey Beaver. Remember, I am the guy that wrote you the riddle. I'll never forget you. Nah, you're unforgettable. I remember you. SRT or set? Which do you prefer? I'm assuming by set you mean something else besides set. How was she single? Don't ask me. Don't ask me that. She was being saved for me. It was a divine meeting. Brian Floyd's son bought a harness and loves it. Hillbilly bought one on pre-order when we were in Arborfest. When was that?
2016.
Mm-hmm.
That was when it first came out. We had a few dozen of them out.
Yes,
But
no
they
man.
weren't-
Go ahead and ban that guy forever.
They weren't in stores or anything. And then it was after Arborfest that they went to Tree Stuff and Cheryl and stuff.
My wife was actually the one of the inspectors, and so she would look them all over and make sure they were all properly put together and didn't have any wiggle in them. So, so McCarter cut out the live video to go watch the octopus video. I'm 19 and I've worked in tree care for a year. I've learned a lot from your channel, specifically crane jobs. Have one scheduled for tomorrow, removing some cottonwoods. Crane is sweet. Michael White's been married for 45 years. Stillborn Mike is wondering about the oversized rope wrench. You probably saw that in, what was that video called? Leaning Tree.
I don't know. I think I had it in the...
Bad Trees.
No, I think
Something.
I had it in that 18-2 with Rion.
No, we had one that you made.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I had one in that video, in that big oak by the river. And then...
I don't think we gave it any play in that video.
We might not have.
We gave it some play. If you look up, it's in one of the early Bad Trees videos. You'll see, and he had the idea before Bingham. In other words, Bingham made the rope wrench, but then Joe used it in a rigging scenario, and Bingham was like, "That's awesome!" And then Bingham later came out with
the
rigging wrench.
In fact, he sent us one of like his
Mm-hmm.
old prototype ones with the
yeah, we
what are
go
those
way
little,
back
little pulleys. I forget
with
now.
some of these guys.
Pinto pulleys. Yeah.
I think
But
it's Bad Trees 4. You'll see it just for a second. We were doing a lot of stuff where we would tease the viewer with things, but not explain what we were doing.
That was a different one. I've got a few of them I built. I built that one that attaches to the base of the tree that was like a porter wrap, but it engaged. And then I have some that are big, a big wrench in the tree with a ring, an X ring, and then a big huge wrench hanging under it. So it's, and the wrench is like 8 or 10 inches big with big machine bollards on it.
We think that one of those prototypes damaged one of the ropes. At least I do.
Yeah, it was the first one. It had just pins, kind of like the rope wrench. When you run a rope over just a pin like 1,000 times, it's too tight of a bend radius. So that big one I machined, like they look like pulleys, but they're fixed. Yeah, it was too like a big conifer with hundreds of limbs, up and down all day long.
On the oak tree? No, the conifer.
No, yeah, I don't know. I've wasted a rope on a big fir tree. On that first one I built because the pins and the wrench were 1/2 inch.
So you guys don't even know what we're talking about, but it's like a rigging wrench thing that Joe made that we actually fixed to the tree, kind of like a GRCS.
Yeah.
It's fixed to the base, and it just allows the rope man to quickly hold a lot
basically
more.
it's just like a rope wrench. It gives you friction in one direction, but it's quick. If you have a tree that, like a big fir tree or pine tree where all the limbs are big limbs but not huge, they're like 200 or 300 pounds, and you have just a ton of them, and it's just quicker than on and off the porter wrap. It gives you a consistent friction that you can manage with one hand or whatever, and then you can pull the rope back up quick. But you can't really change the friction, so it doesn't work everywhere.
Mike says it's making sense.
Yeah.
Watch the video, Bad Trees 4, I think. If I'm wrong about which number
I can go get
it
it
is.
real quick.
Where is it?
It's in the garage.
Grab it. Yeah.
I don't think I have the one that bolts to the tree anymore, but I've got the big one.
Yeah, we have other stuff that we've planned on bringing to market, but it takes a lot of time to do that. So we get stuck just in the ever-present now. I've talked about it before. Mark says he wants 6 enforcers. I want to pick up for Speedline kits the extra Speedline kit, and you're still using... No, we're not using steel carabiners.
They're right here.
These are what we use on the Speedline kit now, and I talked about it in a video. They're not the quick draw snaps, the ones that you just press the back and then press the gate. Those actually can come off, and so we went to this. It has a nice big barrel, and all you do is you don't have to press down, you don't have to press up. All you have to do is turn it and press. And so it was a compromise. We felt like it was a good compromise for...
Yeah, you don't have the quick draw snaps. The slings were sewn on, so they were nice, but replacing the slings was like you had to replace the whole thing unless you wanted to girth hitch one on. This one you can.
Yeah, it's a Rock Exotica carabiner, Josh, and it's made for us. It's not one you can go buy.
It's the same as the Pirate carabiner, but it's a double lock instead of a triple lock.
So it's exclusive to the Speedline kit.
Here's the wrench. It's got a ring above it. it's got pretty decent sized bowlers, maybe like 2-inch for friction. And you can run it this way for, there's a little bit of an angle here. So if you run it this way, you actually will have a little bit less friction when it engages.
Mm-hmm.
So you can kind of pick which way you want to set it.
So when the load hits it, that's when your
Yeah.
friction starts.
So you pull your rope up, and the rope is going straight up through here. So you have like no. I think we have a piece of rope around here.
Yeah.
Probably. Oh, I know. I got some out.
Unplanned. I hear my boy calling me. This was a half-hour video that's 36 minutes long.
We're going over.
A little bit.
Oh well.
We got rope around.
There it is. It's a rope bridge. It's like pull your rope. Pull your
It's
rope
just
up.
how far do you want to go to get it is
Yeah.
the thing.
We got 2 feet over here.
Yeah.
So, but you can see how it works.
Yeah. So you see the bend? You see that?
It's a pretty big bend radius.
This is just an interesting conversation piece right now. We're not selling it or anything, and it's
No, this actually has quite a bit of friction. Like you could probably handle like 500 pounds with this, with no other device, just the rope. Probably like 300 to 500, depending on which way you have it set.
So compare it to the THT, the safe block.
The safe block.
I just mean for friction, not that we can compare
for
those
friction?
two.
Safe block all depends on what size rope you have in it.
Yeah.
This could handle a lot of weight, but it's not really what it's for. This is for those limbs that are, you have lots of like medium-sized pieces, and you're like really, you can run a bigger rope in this, but it's kind of suited for 1/2-inch rope.
Which is not good for a safe block.
It works fine, but it doesn't give it a ton of friction.
Well, the safe block I happen to know
Yeah.
is designed for bigger rope.
Yeah, the safe block is a better option for, especially like impact, negative rigging or something. This can get twisted. and
But what's
stuff.
cool about it is it gives it to the guy on the ground.
Yeah, basically it takes
The
a
guy in the tree can just get going.
Yeah, you don't have anybody in your drop zone because you don't have a porter wrap to mess around with. So you got nothing to tangle up. They don't got to walk back and forth to the tree.
And there's only one way it works.
Yeah.
You're a wizard, Joe. He said I was, but I'm not.
I don't know. I just like playing with things. Just
I'm
figuring
super
things
simple.
out. We'll have to bust some other stuff out. I've got what do we have? I've got some more of these, and I've also got a climbing device. Single rope one I built a long time ago. Remember that? The one out of chain.
Yeah, the very first zigzag,
Yeah.
homemade zigzag. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it used to be Joe's profile picture, the zigzag. I have it somewhere in my stuff, but it basically looks like this big motorcycle chain on your rope.
Yeah.
It's a lot heavier.
It's a little bit heavy. It's not huge, but it probably weighs a pound and a half or 2 pounds. I don't know.
So let's Snowman, Jax, are you guys still here? Missy, John, can you guys help me find out who the winners are really quick? The comments. We're giving away 3 of these. And we're giving away 2 of these. And the timestamps for the comments.
I could probably do it over here.
Well, just tell them.
Okay, so 3:25.
3:25.
Yeah.
3 minutes 25 seconds.
Is somebody on it there?
Oh yeah, Jax is on it.
Okay, and then
Snowman's on it.
7:30.
Stedman's on it.
7:36.
7 minutes and 36 seconds. Thanks, Eric.
And then 11:57.
11 minutes 57 seconds.
24:08.
24 minutes and 8 seconds.
And 19 minutes and 20 seconds.
19:20. Evan, the timestamp is all these chats come across at a specific increment in time. And whoever chatted up those at those exact times, we're going to send some stuff to. We'll do it again tomorrow. Dylan Helms, what's up from Yosemite? Just kidding. Yosemite. That's how I said it when I was a kid. Yosemite. Yosemite Sam. This stuff's not on the website. Nope. Well, actually, these might be. No, I think I took them off. Did I take?
I think they're off.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't have this stuff on the website. What's up from
Hold this up,
Milwaukee,
maybe
Everett
they can,
Anderson?
Pause it. Somebody could pause it and.
Yeah, you could screenshot that and you'd have your times. Thanks, Ricky. $3,002 RC. Reg said Daniel had one, but I lost his phone number. I think you can buy the 3002 RC from.
Yeah, they make a single bullard version too. I guess it's the 3001. That's a good little
3001 is all you need most of the time.
quarter wrap. It's pretty light. I mean, you can get it on the tree pretty easy, and it has a little winch with it too. It's not a GRCS, but it's
Oh, your dog's digging up the yard.
pretty cheap compared to the GRCS.
If you watch back there somewhere, 15 videos ago or so, a video that I have called Big Rigging, we used the 3002. That job we would have used now we would use the crane for that, but we didn't have a crane, so we rigged out monster pieces. There was buried power like right at one of those power box things at the base, and then they had their beloved little shrubs and what do you call it? Irrigation, that one stuff for watering plants. John, how do I find time increments? It might be easier to do after the video's over. RC stands for Reg Coats. Sean. Bruce Lund, so do we just wait with bated breath until we find out who wins? Yep. We might not find out until tomorrow night.
Yeah, we could just do that tomorrow. We can go over them later.
John wants to call me. If you're quick, John, I'm about to unplug from my
Except you're
social.
on the phone.
Yeah, you can't call now. I'm on the phone. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Sorry to sound like a commercial like you always said. Blessings come in mysterious ways. It's okay, Mark. Can I call you Mark? Am I blowing your cover? Josh Weeks from Logan, Utah. Oh boy. Newberg wants to know what time we're going to be on tomorrow, but I'm bad at that. I'm really bad at telling people when I'm going to do their job, or when my wife wants to know when I'm going to this or when I'm going to that.
Yep.
And I don't know when I'm going to do stuff. As a matter of fact, I don't even know how I'm going to do stuff. People say, how are you going to do it? They'll be looking at a big tree. They want to know how I'm going to do it. And I'll say, I don't know. I have to get started before I know.
Yeah.
I just keep doing the next thing until it's over. Cut off everything that doesn't look like a stump.
Once you get into the tree.
Yeah.
Usually. Not usually, but often.
Mm-hmm. But let me try to give you a better answer. Treediculous wants to know what time tomorrow. It would be very helpful to people to know when we were going to do this.
What do we have tomorrow? Is it tree work or no?
Stump grinding and some kind of $1,200 job. I don't know what it is. I don't remember. Damien knows. We are paying the bills, Porsche. We're making equipment payments. We are not really making money, and I'm trying to keep the guys working as much as I can. There are some on unemployment. Western North Carolina, speed line tree removal. Joel Cray, looks different once you get up the tree. Osage John, Medina County, Ohio. It takes all kinds. The people who gotta have it all figured out often aren't tree people. Not to say that somebody who had to have it all figured out wouldn't be a meticulously good tree person, but that's just not me. Virginia. Good night, you boys from Pittsburgh. Maxwell Wall. Good night, Maxwell. Horatio Martinez. Roger, did I ever answer your email? I got a bunch of emails to answer. Haven't felt the COVID-19 impact here much yet. Boss man told me that a lot of our work can be considered essential, though. Yeah, they're here in Oregon. We're still, nobody's frowning on us for doing tree work. I suppose it could get that way, but we have Washington and California over and under us who got hit really hard, but they also responded very swiftly and decidedly with a lot of shutdowns. And so they've kind of flattened out the curve a bit.
There's a lot shut down here too.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot shut down. A lot.
All the restaurants and stores other than groceries.
All the gyms, all the casinos, right? Are the casinos shut down?
I don't know.
Boy, that would seem like a breeding ground.
Yeah.
Is retirement essential? Good night, Todd. We had to get a letter from the governor saying we're essential. Wow. Yeah, I'm just I figure whatever they say, I'll abide by it. Right now, we're okay to go. Tree work, you can definitely keep your distance doing tree work.
TCIA put something out federally. They work with, I don't know, you could probably look on their website about classifying tree workers as essential business. You might be able to look into that. Also,
good night, Brian.
I saw something the other day that
thanks,
they were
Brian.
allowing people that don't normally qualify for unemployment, self-employed people, they were allowing them to qualify. So if there's some people out of work, There might be some other options there.
John says that he's fortunate enough to alternate days with his lady friend, so each day someone works and someone stays with the kids. So she has an essential job too. Virginia is slow, but no shutdown. The local Milwaukee crews are not as cool as us, says Portia. I hope none of those Milwaukee guys heard that. Speedline tree removal. It's hard to train groundmen when you're in a tree. How about a few tips for the ground guys that would make it easier on a climber? Tips and tricks for speedlining or just in general?
Full-on Adam Zappo interview. 10 tips from Adam Zappo.
Number one tip, look up.
Yeah.
A lot. Not just for your own safety, but so that you know when the guy up there needs something, so he's not sitting there waiting forever. And number two, along those lines, the greatest contribution to the tree work industry since the chainsaw was helmet communication. That's what I say.
Yeah. And if you haven't used it, you don't even realize.
Yeah.
You're doing work with a handsaw and an axe.
Yeah, if you got helmet communication, then you can sort of take that slow, dim-witted guy that doesn't want to look up by the hand and tell him in his ear, hey, get me the what and such.
Yep.
But then a lot of times, depending on who they are, whether they're there for love or whether they're there for money, they won't necessarily have their battery charged or they won't take good care of it. And so, boy, find the right people.
I would say an important consideration if you want to have a good ground guy is you got to realize that climber doesn't work without a ground guy. So in a lot of ways they are equally important on the job, and if you want to pay your ground guy $10 an hour and the climber $30 an hour, that ground guy is never going to be motivated to do more than the bare minimum. So I guess it's up to you what you do with them, but it's a good thing. Good people deserve to be.
If you find some good people, just throw your money at them, throw your loot at them, share it, and then you might break out of the pattern of warm body help.
Yeah, if they want to be there, then they're there because they want to be there. If they're there because they're scraping by, you get what you pay for, I guess. Like anything.
Yeah, I worked for a company and so did he.
But they also have to want to do it. Like it's for someone that doesn't love to do tree work, it's not a fun job.
No, man.
It's hard work, and the hours are inconsistent. Sometimes you don't have work. Sometimes you're working till dark. You have to be in it. And someone who's not in it and not getting paid well is going to have a hard time with that. So, I don't know. You just got to try them till you find them, and then when you find the right one, do what it takes to keep them around.
Yeah, if you can, keep them. And if you can't, encourage them anyway. Give them your blessing.
But if you don't have a good ground guy, the helmet communication will allow you to direct him more effectively.
You maybe keep all the helmets.
That'll keep you
hand them out in the morning.
Less stressed if you can just talk and tell them exactly what to do.
If I didn't have good help, if I didn't have a team, I don't think I'd be willing to do it right now. I think I'd do something else. So I feel for you if you're out there and you're just trying to run a company and you have to be out doing other things and you can't be on the job and you can't find the right help. That would be difficult. So, man, it would be worth a lot of money if you could find the right people and share more of the money with them. It ain't easy or everybody'd be doing it. So, hey, let's leave. Let's leave the live chat and talk to you guys tomorrow, and we'll find out who the winners were, who the 5 winners were. The way I see it, if you're putting in all this time into a field, might as well try to excel in it. After a while, your boss will throw you up in a tree if you work hard. If you want to be there. Anybody that wants to be in a tree gets to be in a tree with us.
Yeah.
And people often ask about Adam. Why is Adam not climbing more? Adam is usually just pumped to make the ground go smooth. He's like that. He does it by choice. It's not that he's against climbing, but he likes banging the ground out. I don't know. Pretty rare dude, really, when you think about it. Pretty rare.
Him and Sam.
Yeah, Sam Rodriguez too. Just a machine. He's stuck in machine mode. He'll die in machine mode. He'll just work his entire life at a high production level until it's over. Samuel Rodriguez. Nice talking to you guys. This was longer than usual. Maybe tomorrow I'll be able to stick to my less gabbiness plan. Talk to you later. Thanks for hanging out with us for a minute.
See you guys.